Hi everybody, I'm Dee.
And I'm Jay.
And we are ParoDeeJay.
Welcome to our prep video for our second ever World Cruise Coral Princess 131 Days Circle Pacific.
That is a mouthful. Very highly anticipated information in this. Very similar to what we had last year with Holland America though. So if you see some little screen pop-ups that maybe say Holland America, Editing Jay is tired. And it's a lot of work. So just ignore that, but it still pertains to this cruise.
Yes, the same tools, just old graphics.
Yeah.
It's okay. Now, I've got notes on the phone as usual. Actually, let's start off by pulling up a map of the itinerary. Hopefully, it's a little blurry because it's not the greatest quality image. But there you can at least see what we're doing. Panama Canal, heading through New Zealand, Australia, I don't know, Southeast Asia, making our way to Japan.
All over, yes.
So let's jump into it. I've got a lot of different categories, and I tried to keep the formatting the same as the last one we did too. So let's start off with the paperwork that Princess sent us pre-cruise and information about theme nights, which we had so much of last year.
It was so much.
There was zero paperwork that came about this world cruise from Princess, sadly.
Nothing, sadly. Not even luggage tags or anything. And that's not a complaint. We're just kind of comparing notes, really, between world cruises.
Don't worry. We'll do probably a comparison video and which one we liked better when we complete the experience.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing. The only thing we got in the mail was our medallions, because when we booked, we got the Premier package, which included medallion delivery.
Yes.
But no information about themes, special things to pack, any of that.
Nope.
So, well, that's a very easy category to get through this year then.
Check.
All right. Passports. What do we know about passport validity?
So your passport has to be not expiring within 6 months of your return home date of travel, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you have enough pages in it for all of the fascinating places you're going. They don't all give you stamps, but just have quite a few on a long voyage like this.
Yeah, I don't know how many is a good number to have. But,
because they don't tell you. We don't even know.
True. But fun fact, I think a lot of passport stamps in the future are going digital, and so you might not have to worry. I know people love collecting the physical stamps, which it's fun to flip back and see, but I think digital is the way of the future, so it might be a lot easier to keep clean pages in your passport book.
And some of those stamps are big, too.
Yeah. Visas, that's another very confusing realm. Now, there are several resources that we used. One is the Princess website actually had some listing of things you would need. The U.S. Department of State has something called the Visa Wizard, which you just clickety-clack all your stuff in there and it gives you some suggestions. You knew of one, Visa Central.
Visa Central is good as well. Yeah, you just put in all your information, and some of it is a little confusing when you're reading it, but you know, you just have to put that you're like a cruise passenger and not staying in the country. So.
Okay. The only ones that we really knew we needed to apply for ahead of our specific trip were New Zealand and Australia, which we did using the approved apps. There's a lot of scam apps out there, actually, so I might try to see if I can find links to put down if you're looking for New Zealand and Australia specifically.
Yeah, well, the website on Princess listed the correct ones, too, which is helpful.
There you go.
Yes.
Thanks, Princess. Boom. But, yeah, there's a few more that we have to get, but they're ones that the ship is going to help us with, because you either have to get them 30 days ahead of your visit, and on a 4.5-month cruise, you can't really do that. So we'll see as we go. We'll try to mention in the video series what they've helped us get.
Exactly.
Vaccines. For this particular trip, we did not have any new required vaccines, so we didn't get any.
No, I would still check with your doctor, because in different parts of the world, they do suggest getting, like, I don't know, for typhoid or, different things that you particularly might need, but nothing was required.
Yeah, and the CDC website is a good one to go check, and they would give you some suggestions too. But yeah, nothing new on that front. We still have our yellow fever. We got 9 more good years on our yellow fever vaccine from last year.
Woo woo.
Special insurance policies, because we do carry an annual policy, but there is a limit. It does not cover a cruise of this length, sadly.
No, I believe ours covers if you were to travel 90 days consecutively, but it cuts off after that, and this is 131 days. So we had to get a different policy for this trip.
Yeah, and as for our policy works that you can't just get something to cover the supplemental portion.
No.
Well, you have to get something for the entire trip, because they won't cover a portion of a trip.
Yeah.
But But Insure My Trip is a good tool for that. You go in, you can price check and just, get the coverage that's the best for you. Because with insurance, everybody wants to know, what do you recommend? Well, there's not one blanket solution.
No.
You really have to read everything and make sure that the policy fits you. So I really don't have any great recommendations. We carry Allianz for our annual
policy, which is great.
Yeah, we've used like Travel Guard and a couple of other ones in the past.
There's different ones, yeah.
Now one special thing that New Caledonia required on this itinerary.
Yeah, so to go to this particular port, you have to have proof of repatriation in your insurance, which means if something happened to you and they had to fly your remains home, it covers that. I've never seen that as like a requirement before, so good thing to note. If you're going to that port, it is required. They have not asked us for it, in advance, so that'll be something we'll have to show them later. Yeah,
because I bought our insurance policy, I think, before I knew that was a requirement, and then I looked up and we had it.
It's on there, yeah.
It was in there.
I feel like most of them have it, but just double check.
Yeah. Currency, that's another big one. My favorite thing is to go to a local ATM in that country and draw it out. That seems to give you the best exchange rates. You can always go to your home bank and get the currency there, which is decent exchange rates. This trip, and last trip too, I used Currency Exchange International, which is a nice online service. As long as you meet a certain minimum, they will ship it for free to your home. It's so easy. For this trip, I kept it a lot simpler than last time. Last time, we got a lot of currencies.
We did, yeah.
This time, I mainly focused on New Zealand dollars, Australian dollars. I even got a little bit of euros because, well, they're going to be good for future trips. And places like French Polynesia, I think they can take a euro. And I got a few Canadian dollars because I needed to meet a minimum quota. And we are going to Canada at the end of this.
Yeah.
All the other countries, they either seem to be tour guides that heavily work with tourists, cruisers, and they're used to U.S. dollars. So I didn't get like South Pacific francs and all these little things along the way. Oh, I did get yen.
I was going to say yen is a big one for
for sure. Yes, I did get yen. But that's about it. Very simple plan this year.
Nice.
Because side note, I did have to take some currency back from last year's trip, and I didn't realize you can't mail it back. You have to find an office to take it back to with Currency Exchange International.
Oh, yeah.
Fortunately, there is one in Norfolk. What luggage are we taking and how much? Now, we got to throw that level 8 plug in there. The affiliate link and all of that. So what luggage did we bring?
We brought our large size level 8 luggage, 2 each, and then we also brought our new roll-on level 8 luggage and then 1 backpack each.
Yeah, so we have 8 pieces between us, which is maybe not absurd. So 2
I've seen people.
Yeah, like 2 28 inches, whatever the heck a carry-on is in a backpack piece.
22-inch, yeah.
We saw in the Facebook roll call, some people were bringing like 2 houses worth of stuff to keep in their cabin. And
everybody needs their comforts. I get it, but having done this before, we just don't find that we're going to need that much stuff.
No, we're simple. But yeah, we've upgraded, and y'all, the level 8 is still rolling like a dream.
Amazing. Yes.
Oh my gosh, we are still loving it, if that is the question as well. What's after luggage? Oh yeah, just making sure that you have the amount of things you need, because a lot of people say, well, how do you get like prescription medications for a cruise this long? We don't take any, so we don't have that yet.
Just multivitamins, that's about it.
Yeah, and then toiletries. Well, one thing that we always consider is, our cruise started in Fort Lauderdale. We could always go in Fort Lauderdale and shop if you didn't want to have to fly with all that stuff. Send stuff to an Amazon locker, things like that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Amazon affiliate link, y'all. There's commercials in this. Help us. So just in case you have airline limitations, you could try to send the stuff ahead like that. But yeah, this just counting out. And what I had done in cruises in the past is I would know we had a certain amount, like ounce of toothpaste. And I would see how long that lasted us. And I'm like, okay, I know how many ounces we use per cycle. And so then you just multiply that up. Same thing with deodorant. Yeah, I got spreadsheets.
It's
for
a
all
science,
this
yeah.
stuff. It is. Storage solutions, we're using a lot of the same ones we used last year, and we are going to do a how did we organize our cabin
that was very
video.
popular, yes.
That'll be later. That'll probably be part of a Q&A. A lot of the same features we did last year, they're going to come this year too, so don't worry. But a lot of that came off of Amazon. We already put the link up, so we don't need to do that again. Shore excursion plans. Now, we did make a dedicated video all about how we find shore excursions independently. We have a few booked through the ship. We love Shore Excursions Group, Viator.
All of those, yeah.
On this particular trip, we found a couple of interesting companies. There's one called Travel Authentic Asia that covers a lot of Southeast Asia. And there's one called Shore Excursions Asia that kind of does the same, but they also have a focus in Japan. So we're using them specifically for Japan.
Yep.
Funny thing is, I have sort of become, I won't say a travel agent, I've become a tour coordinator.
A big one. So nobody really had a lot of plans for Japan specifically. There wasn't really much offered on the ship. And so he reached out to them and was like, what do you have? Here's our ship. We're coming in. Because they work with cruise lines. They just didn't have anything yet for our ship. He put it in the Facebook groups and on Cruise Critic. And I think we have tours with like 60 plus people on some of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, if you're on the cruise and you join some of our tours, thank you for that. Because we've got a strong, happy, powerful group going out there to do a lot of fun stuff, I think.
We're so excited.
Yeah, but that was a new role for me. Tour coordinator extraordinaire.
You have to be very organized. Yes.
That's true. Turo rental cars, because, you know, we have a grand return to Hawaii, and we've done videos in the past about Turo and Guide Along, which are two things we love in Hawaii, so we don't really need to get into that too much here.
No.
We've covered it. Some things that are good to always have on your digital persona would be something like Google Translate or your favorite translator app, because you can punch in text and translate it, have it speak it back.
Take pictures of like signs and know what they're saying.
Yeah, now sometimes the translations are literal and they're weird, but it can do that in real time with signs, menus, anything like that, and you can download the languages for use in case you're not going to have data while you're walking around in a particular port.
I did.
That's right. But if you do want to have data while you're walking around in ports, eSIM services are a way to go. So, like, our cell phone plans cover us for pretty much all the way to Hawaii, and then not until we get back to Alaska. So we are relying on Airalo. We did a whole video about Airalo already, and we do have a discount code that gets you $3 if you use it. But Airalo has been we both use that on our phones, actually. For
no complaints. It's great. Yeah.
For the pricing, you can't beat it. You can also download maps. Like, I think if you use Google Maps or Apple Maps and you're not going to have service, you can download them to your phone. So when you walk around your GPS, because your GPS doesn't really need data.
No.
Fun fact.
It runs on like the satellites, I guess. Yeah.
It runs on magic. But but you can download maps for use. Oh yeah, and the other thing is a wall calendar, because last year we showed our cute little gnome wall calendar that my grandma gave us around Christmas time. We didn't get one this year, so that's fine. I printed one off, and we've used it. We put the name of the port, the timings. I've even used it to mark our specialty dinners. And other things like that for the calendar. I love having a wall calendar. You wake up and
it helps,
Yeah, you see what's coming up, and you cross off your days, and it's fun. That's about the end of the prep notes that I have for this year. So
yeah, I think the only other thing I had to add is that there is a company called Luggage Forward.
Ooh.
So if you don't want to fly with all of your luggage, you know, across the country or wherever it is you're going, that's an option. There's a few companies like it that they ship your luggage to and from. You put in your address, easy peasy. It's a little pricey, but it's less hassle for you.
That's true. I had that in my notes. And
it's okay.
You know what? Let's go read and make sure that I didn't skip anything else that I was like, we're going to talk about that. Because, you know, we don't really write a script. It's just a series of bullet points.
Fly off the cuff, yeah.
I think that's all. Okay. I think we got it all, y'all.
Ooh, I hope so. But if you have any questions about anything in particular, we will do our best to answer it. But please put a comment down below.
True. We're going to be doing dedicated Q&A episodes just like last time. But, y'all, it's going to be a long ride, but a good ride.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I know. So hopefully you enjoyed this little prep video. If you're coming on Coral, maybe it helps. If you're going on a future world on any brand, maybe it helps.
Yeah.
But stay tuned, y'all. The fun is coming. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Become a Paromaniac today. Socialize all our media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yep. And until next time,
rock on.